Jean-Yves LEQUIME, you were involved with the World Food Programme in Turkey, and you were there for a long time. How bad was the situation, and is it now?
I've been there, I stayed for 5 years in Turkey. That was a fantastic adventure, actually. When we started the program there were hardly, I would say, a few tens of thousands of refugees, and 5 years after, nearly 4 million refugees coming from...
and these mainly came from Syria?
Mainly from Syria, yeah, mainly from Syria.
They faced all sorts of problems, though, didn't they? It wasn't just hunger, I presume. You had obstacles and suspicion on their part as well to overcome.
I think, Turkey has done a great work in welcoming these refugees. They first set up some camps, but the majority of the refugees were living outside the camps, among the Turkish population. And that became a huge challenge for them, and also for the international community. What we did actually, together with the EU, with the government of Turkey, with the Turkish Crescent, we set up a program of debit card, which allows each family to get about $20 per person per month. And with that, they can pay for anything. They can pay for food, they can pay for the rent, they can send the kids to school. And this program is actually a very innovative program in a way, and it's a new way of providing humanitarian assistance, if you want. And it's all about partnership, which I think here, this session, is a great opportunity to display and to explain to the audience, a larger audience.
I was going to say, why the Council of Europe, why the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe? It's a very influential body, but it hasn't got a lot of plenary power, you might say. So why is it important?
I think it's important to tell people, European citizens, that actually the 1 billion euros contribution that they made to WFP, Turkish Red Crescent, and the government of Turkey is very, how would I say, is huge in the right way, used in the right way for an innovative program. And as an example of partnership, actually, it's a partnership between WFP, the EU, and the government of Turkey to respond to the basic needs of the people.
It must be more difficult given that there are also political tensions there, and that Turkey has its own internal problems, political problems, and relationship problems. I mean, that makes your work harder.
That was a challenge, but I think that was a challenge for everybody. That was a challenge for us to respond to the need of the people. It was a challenge for the refugees themselves, which found it hard to survive there. As displaced people, they lost everything. And it was also hard to the government of Turkey. They did, a sensational work, but at the end, we had to find together a way to assist this population the best way. So, the EU provided us with this contribution, this huge contribution for this emergency social safety net, which allowed us to reach now, I think we are reaching some 1.7 million people in Turkey, refugees.